Alright, good morning friends. Welcome to my shop. Today good morning and welcome to the shop. Today what we're going to do is we're going to form a piece of brass from a 24 gauge shotgun shell into a 577-450 Martini Henry case. So what we'll start out with is this Magtech brass shell. Buy these at Cabela's, get them at Midway USA, about 25 bucks a box. So you're looking, buck a shell. They're what they call a balloon case, so they're not really as strong as a formed case, but they do just fine for the Martini Henry. They also do well for the 577 Snyder. But first thing that we got to do, I'm using the RCBS 3-die forming set. That is a 1" by 14 thread. Your standard reloading press is 7/8 by 14. Certain presses, such as this Lee Classic Cast, have a adapter in it. If you take this adapter out, you are left with 1 1/4 by 12 thread. If you're using Lee dies, the 1 1/4 by 12 does fit. As I said, I'm using the RCBS, which uses a 1 by 14. So you have to get an adapter that goes from 1 1/4 12 to 1 by 14. Now, the Lee set, this is the Lee set, 577-450. It's a 3-die set. There are 3 dies in the kit. Let's see that. There's the stage 1, stage 2, and then the trim die. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the stage 1, which is the largest of the 3, and screw it in. Of course, you got to have your shell holder. But I was already making these, so it was already in. Bring your handle down, run your die until it touches. A little more so you get that overcam. Next step, we got to anneal the case. After you drop it. Annealing is very simple. You're just going to do like this. Use it. You don't have to go crazy with it. 6 or 7 seconds is fine. Just start to see a blue color. Drop it in some water to cool it off. And no, it doesn't make the case harder. Copper alloys are not porous like a ferrite or an iron. So you can dump them in the water and it doesn't change the property. They'll still be annealed. So you take the case out, dry it off, hit it with a little case lube. Into the shell holder, up into the die. Nice easy push till it seats. Come back. That's stage 1. You're just putting a shoulder on it. Now, of course, if you were making these, you'd probably be doing 20 at a time. I'm only showing you the one, so we're going to take this die out and go to the stage 2 die. Stage 2 die is going to make it a little bit smaller and closer to the regular case dimensions. Same thing, run your die down until it touches the shell holder. Maybe a little bit over. Make sure you're still lubed up real good. Into there. Up in. And out. Now look at that. Now you got a nice piece of brass at the second stage. Now, again, you do all the other ones you have. Remove this die. And then you're going to go to what they call the trim die. Now this is going to serve 2 functions. One is it's going to final form the die, or I'm sorry, final form the brass. And 2, you're going to cut the brass to length. So again, you go down to the touches, maybe a hair more, lock the ring. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to put a little more lube on there. But you don't have to anneal it again, it'll be fine. Back in, up we go, into the die. We go all the way up. Once we're up, we leave it there. We get a hacksaw. You see how, notice how the brass is sticking out of the top here? That's the cut length. This is hardened tool steel, so you cut the brass off, just like that. Then you grab your file, and you're not going to hurt the die because, like I said, it's tool steel. There you go. You pull it down. Congratulations. You take this, do the inside, do the inside. Ooh, it's very close. Ta-da! One perfectly formed 577-450 Martini Henry case. Now you can also do this with a Lee loading die set. However, you're going to have to do it in one shot. And that gets, it can get fairly dicey doing that. The problem being that, like I say, you're doing it in one shot, so you have to go very, very, very slowly. Like, you know, a 32nd of an inch at a time and keep screwing the die down. And a lot of times it'll fold. And at the cost of the brass, that can get expensive if you load a lot of them. So that's how you do it. Pretty simple. I'll post this up so y'all can see how it's done.